after the meeting.
We have with us this evening in St. James Southern, Councillor John Waiting has been my friend for many years. And a whole heap of Hildim is coming. Put your hands together and show us. The next gentleman needs no introduction. The hard-working Homer Davis has been here with them never seen in decades. Labor rights. Labor rights was finished. And you know when a true labor right is ready. All right, put your hands together and you welcome none other than Minister Matthew Samuda. Minister Plan. Now when crime is going down, they say the figures not true. The figures wrong. The roads are fixing. People are getting water across Jamaica. Labor rights. We have members of parliament and councillors. Labor rights. Make no bones about it. The Labour Party is the best team. Councillor Caretaker Clifford Bernard to bring you greetings. Put your hands together.
I just want to acknowledge and show my respect. I remember when Mr. Samuda was in charge of the system. And as I said, Homer Davis has guided you. And we know you're in a safe hands. Admiring Mr. Samuda as a senator at the time until he became the champion. And then now in our midst, I want to acknowledge this and respect this. And remember, as what Mr. Cook said, so recognize there wasn't time for us to have this foundation to build on. So he has been doing this because today, it clean now. When Mr. Davis and I first went around there, a bush, water for people in Catadopa, Lapland, for being courtesy of Mr. Homer Davis, and they have been neglected for many years. With the water situation. And one more want to know for do, because some of the labor right, they want to go vote, want to carry out, not chat to them, none of them not chat, but here, we have to make them come vote. And we have to encourage, and we have to find them. If you don't want to eat sweetie, but you have some big people. Period for us watch and look and say, my God, why are these people doing this as news? So workers, no duties. Yes, we're going to fanfare and we jump up and we shower and we do. We need what? Have to find the people. Thank we sing us here, but green clothes here, Mr. Matthew Samuda came over.
Current Member of Parliament, Honorable Current Member of Parliament, Honorable Matthew Samuda. I am doing my best to learn. Our Member of Parliament, Honorable Homer Davis. The Division and the Chairman of Parliament, Honorable Homer Davis. The Division and the Chairman of the Catadopa Division. 32 PDs in this maroon town. 32 PDs in this maroon town. Not think about. Welcome all, but I want. Welcome all, but I want done for us to do the work, made the contact, to do the work, made the contact, and water, you have land that for housing, you have land that can be created for commercial activities, you have land that can how can Catadopa Division, Mr. Bernard, not be rivalry provide water, a basic necessity, something that could not be delivered in 40 years. Our member opportunity like this delivered in 40 years. Our member opportunity like this again, you know. You'll never get an opportunity going. Get the schools going. Get the whole. Get an opportunity going, get the schools going, get the houses going, get the water going, houses going, get the water going, get the productive. I want you to think about get the productive. I want you to think about every little footpath that you would normally walk on and nation of this division. The member of parliament has passed all the tests required. Full force parliament has passed all the tests required. Full force of the Jamaica Labour Party in delivering the Catadupa division. Full time in delivering the Catadupa division. Full time, and we know that we're still in the phases of talking to people, finding out what it is in the phases of talking to people, finding out what it is that they want, and what it is that is needed, and the visionary, and what it is that is needed, and the visionaries of the Catadupa deliver this vision. So Catadupa want to know who deliver this vision. So Catadupa want to know who
Councillor Baker, put your hands together for the hard work. Put your hands together for the hard working councillor. And there is no doubt in my mind that whenever the elections are called, serving of that second term, and the Jamaica Labour Party is deserving of that third term Labour right. A Labour Party is deserving of that third term Labour right. And things that we could not get in 30 odd years. And that is why we could not get in 30 odd years. And that is why labor rights. I want every next thing out of my mouth is politics. Because we are politics. Because we have to ensure that we get every party labor rights. So all of us inside here in Southern St. James will come to address you. Put your hands together.
Well, we look good. When we look, welcome, my friend, from earlier this afternoon. We'll be here again in the constituency in another 6 to 8 weeks for a major water pipe like what we did this afternoon. No disrespect, but we'll be opening fire hydrant. Is the man in charge of the division. Something just recently. So as long as Homer Davis stay at South St. James, whatever is happening elsewhere, said that, but if you make war, whether you it will be carpet right through. Round in Jubilee, watch Jubilee Road. Get a lot of requests. So let me tell you, Jubilee Road will be repaired in short order. And I know pitchy patchy. A carpet to no get. So as your member of parliament, I'm not just asking you to vote for me for the second term. I am giving you a reason for you to vote for me for my second term. Independence have come up. And we can put Catadupa upon notice now. We have something up there for Independence Day, you know. And we have something in that Cambridge for Independence Day, you know. And those who are in the Maroon Town side, Emancipation Day, we having something there, you know. So me hear some people, I say me mash up 10 sounds clash. I know me mash up, it did mash up before me win. They used to kill them one another there. Right? Every man do them thing different. Mr. Smaddy running up and down. Look like the shine come off of the barn now. You don't know wash over gold stay? As soon as they wash them 2 times, you know, the color change. You understand? I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm not near nobody yard. Eh? Exactly. You can answer certain things, you know. People are going to say, me say. But let me tell you, tell them I'm not afraid of them. I mean, I lose the seat. This is a seat we're going to win again. So all those who are out there, who are running up and down, think them have a chance, then go and dead the hospital. So make you understand that. We know what we are doing. We know what we are doing. We know what needs to be done. And we will be doing what needs to be done to win South St. James for the Labour Party for the 2nd time. You think me go do all of them work here? And make them come take it? You know something? I know Minister Samuda is here. And I know him have him charge to give you. But let me tell you, we have been moving around, we have been having our meetings. But I want you to keep this date. July the 13th, Sunday the 13th of July, will be a constituency conference and awards function at the Anchovy High School. And that is the time when Southern St. James River will come down bang to bang. So all who knows that the heart weak, now pass down there. Because we have got block from Anchovy Square straight down to Liti. So make we understand. We are doing a thing. Mr. Cook is on the ground. I am there. Other members of the team are there. So if Mr. Cook calls you, please respond. It is a victory. And let me tell you, we love to talk about the 3rd term. Me have to get for my 2nd term, you know. I want one cocoa full basket. What me say? One cocoa full basket. So when Matthew win Northeast St. Ann, when Ed Bartlett win East Central St. James, when Horace Chang win Northwest St. James, when Ira Clark win Central St. James, Homer Davis win South St. James, Dave Brown win Eastern and Nova, Tamika Davis win Western and Nova. Right? So let me tell you, St. James is green. And it will remain green after the next general election. So let me say to you, all I need for you to do is to do the assignment. Do the assignment that either Mr. Cook or myself or whoever who's conducting organizational activities, please give us the time. Give us the time. That's all we need. Give us the time. Let us know what is happening on the ground. Let us know what your neighbor is saying. Let us know the approach that we must make, we must take, we must do. And labor rights, I tell you, I can tell you here, I am more confident now more than the previous 2 general elections that I've run. I am seeing signs that I've never seen before. I'm getting commitments that I've never gotten before. All I need my labor rights team to do is to focus on the task ahead. And when we do that, whenever time the most honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Bro God, decide to ring the bell, fly the gate, Southern St. James, will be right there with Andrew Willis going down Good Street. So, my friend is here, Matthew is here. He has been on the road from morning. He called me at 8:15 this morning when he was leaving Kingston. And I'm sure he never wake up 8:15. Because him saying was in Tivoli last night. And before he went to Tivoli, we were at a little spot together. I mustn't talk. Right? We were at a little spot together. Because I never reached home till 11 o'clock last night. And we were in Kingston. But that is how the work goes. So I'm sure that he's only human. And I will now call my friend, Minister Matthew Samuda, to give you the charge, my workers of St. James Southern. Stand up and welcome. Stand up.
Labor right. A business time. And when you hear the bell ring, you know, say, I see you start. Allow me to acknowledge my friend and big brother in the politics, your member of parliament, Minister Homer Davis. Bless up, my brother. Allow me to acknowledge your councillor and councillor caretakers, members of the executive of the constituency, divisional executive members, and most importantly, you, the workers for Southern St. James. As I sat and listened to the presentations, 2 things have struck a chord with me. The first is a discussion I was having with Javin earlier, because we're both former members of G2K. We keep as workers of the party. We come up as sent out for the party. We come up not afraid to go into any trench, any corner, any community to do the raw political work for free for the party. We were a part of the strike force in 2016 when friends were few and funds were even fewer, when we were being sent out by the party leader to every corner of the country to get data, to work with the workers, to know where we were, to help canvass, to train workers in some cases, to do polling. We worked for the party. Now when I see a group like the group in front of me, Homer Davis, a group of committed labor rights on a Wednesday evening, I know you have things to do here, I don't know. I know you want to watch and see what the heathen them are going with on the news, you know.
But you are here because of your commitment to the Jamaica Labour Party, which tells me that Southern St. James is in safe hands. The Jamaica Labour Party has been, from its formation, the greatest movement for social and economic change in this country. So it is a calling. So I know why you are here. It's the reason why I am here. It is the reason why I'll be out somewhere else tomorrow. It is the reason why we'll be out every single day carrying the message. But we need you to take the message from here and take it back to the communities. The other thing I was reflecting on, Sir Homer, there was a time this constituency was facing really dark days. I don't know if you remember in 2016, Homer, when I was running the polling for the party. And we sent 3 busloads of young people, G2K members up here, to do some polling in Catadupa. And we had to call Homer in a very worrisome state. One of the young people were taken off of the bus because they looked like somebody where they might look for kill. This is not the same constituency that it was in 2016. St. James is not the same St. James it was in 2016. And Jamaica is not the same Jamaica. We have built better. We have built stronger. And we have built with people at the center of every policy, every investment, every effort to make lives better. So, when you hear some of the discussions that are taking place in the national domain, sometimes you wonder where these people have been for the last 9 years. Is it that them blind? Is it that them deaf? Is it that them dumb? Or them just liar and wicked? Because, you know, for anybody, I may agree, for people that use Facebook, a lot of young people still use Facebook just for the Facebook memories, not really for current posting, etc. But the memories remind me of something. I found a video in my Facebook memories a few weeks ago of when we were in halfway tree, when the election was called and we had our first big mobilization. No, actually it was the last mobilization meeting before the election day, February 25th. 2016. And I listened to the speech, guys, my speech, me posted it, come back up. And I said, but geez, I'm crying when I list out the statistics. That government was an abject, complete disaster and failure. Let's just remember where we're coming from, because sometimes things take a little while and you don't remember just how bad it was. In 2015, at the end of 2015, over 13.8% of all Jamaicans looking for a job couldn't find one. 39% of youth were unemployed. That means peer worklessness on the corner, peer crush out and niggle. And then you wonder why crime was so high. Fast forward to where we are. The unemployment rate in Jamaica is now 3.5%, the lowest in Jamaica's history. On the back of that, we have stabilized what they call the macroeconomy, and them say, so what? Well, you see, let me tell you what the PNP come in like. The PNP come in like a workless baby father when I take care of their youth, make the bill them run up, and still I live out a road like everything is all right. You can't owe money and still I pay for health services. You can't owe money and I pay a road. You can't owe money and I build school. You can't owe money and I lay pipe. That is why everything was falling apart when we come in 2016. And them say, well, why so much things happening now in the 9th year? Well, we had to clean up the mess that they left behind for us. We had to save the economy, which we have done. We have cut the debt to under 70%. This is the first time, certainly in my recollection, that the debt of Jamaica has been under 70%. Meaning for every dollar that we produce, based on the economy size, we still owe 70%. A good standard will be when you reach to 50%. Every business, every country, everybody owes some money. What you cannot have is where it was at 150% because of the reckless PNP of the past. People don't know that I just what they will finish pay off FinSac, you know. Them say, why you still talk about FinSac? Because we just don't pay off the credit card when them run up. And then I wonder why things just happen. No. But we have been diligent. We have been strategic. We have fixed the economy, and now the people of Jamaica are getting the dividends. It's the people of Jamaica that saved and went through the tough times and worked with us to structure the economy, worked with us to get it back on the right track after COVID, worked with us to deal with it after Hurricane Beryl. And now you're at the point where the people of Jamaica are to get for them dividend, for them benefit, for the sacrifice, and PNP want to come mash up again. We cannot allow that to happen. Our children will not forgive us. Our parents who lived through the reckless 90s and the destructive 70s will not forgive us. That means we have serious work to do. And I come into the politics in a few. But what is it your government is doing now? What is it you need to tell your neighbors? Because you and your neighbor for vote for Labour, but you for vote for Labour, just like Homer said, because of performance. And first, government can campaign on what they have done, not just what they will do. First, government. This government has gone around the country taking schools off the shift system. It is well acknowledged that schools that are taken off the shift system perform better. It is why this government has built more classrooms over the last 9 years than any PNP term before, because we are a build school government. This government has said it cannot just be about health when you drop down and you're sick. That is too late. We have to intervene before. It is why this government has focused on wellness. It is why Minister Tufton goes around the country and says it's walking time. So as you're doing your house to house and you're doing your 5 kilometer a day walking for the politics, I want you to promise me, say after election you're going to continue walk so you stay healthy. Because exercise is important. But what is also important is the fact that this government has improved over 100 health centers at the community level, building primary health care. Now, we had delays with Cornwall Regional, but anywhere we drive past can see that those delays are coming to an end. That we are on the last lap for Cornwall Regional. We are on the last lap for the Western Region Children's Hospital, built by Labour, fixed health government, your government. Now, let me tell you something. If you add up all the houses built by the PNP between 2012 and February 2016, it is less than the houses the Jamaica Labour Party built for Jamaicans last year alone. So, let me tell you something. They have no credibility in housing. The last time they had charge of the housing portfolio, they nearly bankrupt the HAJ. Rabbit to oblivion. The time before that, you remember what happened with Operation Pride. It was Operation Disgrace. It was only there for PNP and their friend them yam some food. Nobody never did get proper built house. Half of the house, them not a title, them not a water, them not a road, them workless, and then lie, and then the thief. This government has a plan to unlock home ownership for the young, for the old, for the civil servant, for the hard worker, and this government makes sure that in every scheme that we build through the NHT and HAJ, there's also reserved units for the disabled. We are doing more than has ever been done, and we're going to redouble our efforts because we know there is still a great need for better quality housing. Recently, the Prime Minister would have written to every member of Parliament and again said, write to the Housing Fund, make me help you with some roofing. Because we understand it's not just new house that need to build, we also need to be renovating homes while we are going through. The other one that, boy, I don't understand. I don't understand them. The other one I cannot understand is why on earth would you have a problem with the government of Jamaica identifying the poorest among us, living in the worst of conditions, and us as a government saying we're going to build a house for them, a good house, and give it to them. And why you hate poor people? Why you bad mind people them for the house? The question should have been, how can we move from 5 houses per MP to 500 houses per MP because we believe poor people need house. But there's a bad mind, them can't accept that. Them can't come with a plan to make the program get bigger. Then just cost the plan. But you know those with no plan, cost man with plan. They don't love nobody. They don't even love themselves. Labor rights, this is a bill house government and we're not afraid of our record in housing. You see, labor rights, I came here in 2016 with Roma. I came here again in 2020 even when we had to abort the tour with the Prime Minister because of COVID running rampant. Your road them never look so. As some donkey truck did there when me come here the last time, Sir Roma. A whole heap of road you pave, Roma. Come, I'm not afraid, I'm not come from Southern St. James, I'm happy to visit. So we make a couple of wrong turns. I can see a whole heap of road where you pave because you can see the fresh asphalt from it. So when we announce big road programs, and a town alone, I get road. And an urban center alone, I get road. Every constituency in this country has gotten more kilometers of road paved than in any other administration before. And that is a fact. Now, it don't mean that we fix every road yet. But we are working and fixing more roads faster than any other government before. And we are taking the Spark program to not just do little pitchy-patchy, to rebuild roads that have needed to be done for 30 years. Labor rights, you see the Spark program being run by Minister Morgan. It is one of the most critical infrastructure projects in the history of your country. It is going to improve the life of the traveling public significantly because we are a bill road government. This government is building finally the Montego Bay Perimeter Road, which is going to unlock commerce in not just this constituency, not just West Central St. James, not just Northwest, not just Central, not just East Central. It is going to open up the entire North Coast. This is a bill road government. Labor rights. What we inherited at NSWMA was a disgrace. In 2016, them couldn't pass the regulations for air quality at NEPA because them know that people did have to burn them garbage because them couldn't collect none with them like a 70 truck. A 70 truck will come fine for the country, you know. This government is committed to ensuring that with the economic dividends that you have, that we will get up to 500 trucks. We have also said we will privatize the elements of collection that will make it more efficient to ensure your garbage is collected. Clean up the country, government. When we came in, JUTC was in shambles. Nobody never did even talk about a school bus service. Minister Fars have 100 school buses right now per order, and it will benefit the people of Cambridge. Good transport government. Take care of picnic government. When we came in, gunshot did a fire like every night was New Year's Eve. It did sound like clappers everywhere you turn. And I know about this issue because I was assigned to work with Dr. Chang at the Ministry of National Security. We came from the brink of a precipice. The PNP did not invest in the security forces. neither the army or the police. This government is rebuilding and renovating police stations right across this country. The police never get so much care yet. Over 3,000 young police recruited, trained, and put on the streets to work for you. At the lowest crime rate in over 30 years. And never complain same time. Them used to say we never have no crime plan. Now the crime plan at work, them say, well, I'm not really you and I, police. So who hired the extra 3,000 police? Who buy the police, the vehicle them? Who give the army the ship them where I find all I gun them? Who invest in the port to make sure we have the scan of them? But we know them bad mind and worse, them dirty heart. But we have made Jamaica safer because this government is a fix-it government. It is a make the place secure government. Now, all of this has happened because of MPs and ministers like Homer Davis. MPs and ministers like Dr. Harris Chang and Ed Bartlett. But it has happened because we have a conscious leader, because we have the best prime minister in the hemisphere, because he is strategic, and Andrew Michael Holness deserves a third term to continue building Jamaica. But it would be remiss of me to not talk about water, last woman. Labour right, me lay more pipe than any other minister of water in history. We have connected over 350,000 Jamaicans to better water supply since 2016. And we are picking up the pace now. We are building a water treatment plant in Content St. Catherine that is going to resolve the long-standing water issues in Spanish Town, in sections of Portmore, and in southern St. Andrew. So if you think of Duane Park all the way to downtown Kingston, them have water challenge too. That is going to make 600,000 Jamaicans water resilient. And guess what? It now use tax money. It now use borrow money. We're doing a private-public partnership, so the private sector bill it, and we just buy the water at the rate so that you can get water in your pipe, because we need to do so much more work for catch up. That is one. One which is a little closer to home, before I really get to your backyard, is the Pedro Plains irrigation scheme. I listened proudly as I sat beside my brother and friend, Minister Floyd Green, Minister of Agriculture, as he announced in Parliament that we will break ground in a matter of weeks on the Pedro Plains irrigation scheme. Now let me tell you why that matter. First of all, if you know just how workless them is, you know when that project announced? Michael Manley announced that project in a community named New Building in 1972 when he campaigned for leadership. And his young Floyd Green, whenever born, then have to come do it now, to give farmers St. Elizabeth water. 200 million US dollars are going to invest over 5 years in a year, farmers. Food price are going to come down. Because we care about our farmers. We take care of the farmer government. But you see, because we're removing water from the Black River to irrigate eastern Westmoreland, southern St. Elizabeth and southern Manchester, you see some of the well them that them use to the farmers now, them can give me for NWC. So as with each hectare that them irrigate, me get back a well. So more people get water in them pipe if them is not farmer as well too. So it's a big deal from everything from eastern Westmoreland straight through to southern Manchester. Transformational project. Take care of farmer government. Make sure the food price come down. Make sure the farmers are all right. But the one in your backyard now, all I know last year when the video go around, when the pipe bust at Carroll Gardens police station and you see one car going of the year and all manner of excitement on that major line that comes into St. James. That line runs from Martha Brain, Trelawney, all the way to the terminal reservoir right above your hospital, Cornwall Regional. That line is completely rotten and should have been changed 20 years ago. Your government will break ground in a matter of weeks. I mean ceremony if you cut ribbon and look pretty. With tractor, with big pipe, a block up traffic to replace that line with a 36-inch ductile iron main that will give you reliable water into the center of Montego Bay for 30 plus years. Right now, 70% of the water in that line are pumping at the ground, which is why you have so much people from whether they are Ryan Park, at East Central, or whether them they are My Hall in a West Central, or whether them they up a Hero, or whether them they are Dr. Chang, that is why them are ball, because the water a leak before it reach to them. Now, let me tell you how that work for you in your constituency. Montego Bay water come from either Martha Bay or Great River Treatment Plant on the boundary with Hanover. You see, when that system no good, or that line a leak, them have to take more water from Great River, from Hanover people and Westmoreland people, and from the northern side of your constituency to pump straight into Mobile. So when we cut the leaks, there is more water from Great River for the northern side of the constituency. There's more water there for Dave Brown. There's more water there for Tamika. There's more water there for Western Westmoreland. But we're not just leaving that line, because that line old too. We're going to change that line from Lucy all the way to the western end of Negril. So you'll have more water coming from two of the most reliable treatment plants than you've ever had in St. James. It is going to benefit the entire parish. It is going to benefit Hanover significantly. And we are investing $28 billion without rise water rate, without tax you more, and without borrow money to make sure that St. James water fix. I can't tell you what some other man did I do. Last year, such man cost me about rapid response truck them were rotten down. When the man them buy some truck were never good for Jamaica, and none of the gearbox them never work. And the whole of them stay there and rotten down at Bevan Avenue. Them strategies for truck, our strategies for give you water in your pipe, so where you can dash with the bathroom and you can say shower every time you go in your bathroom. We are fixing the water systems in this country. It is not yet complete. We need the third term to make sure that everybody in this country can shower. Let me tell you something. You see, Homer, I'm a big brother in politics. I'm not afraid to tell nobody that. But what a lot of people don't remember Homer is that he was a serious waterman. Homer Davis was a director of Rural Water Supply Limited. Homer Davis was chairman of Rural Water Supply Limited. So enough of the project them know that me able to fund and go and turn on and do the work is standing on his shoulders. And for that I said thank you, Homer Davis, on behalf of rural communities in Jamaica. So I don't want to feel say just to love Homer. Homer has helped so many communities in this country, but he now leave out field place then. It is why we are working on the system in Endeavour. It is why we are working on the system in Spring Garden. It is why we are working on the system in Shuttlewood, and why we are working on the systems in Maroon Town. We are not leaving any part of Southern St. James behind because there are a waterman there and we can't let him hanging. We go to put the money into your systems. But we need Homer Davis to be there. We need Homer Davis to be there. We need constructive, organized, sensible people who know how government works to get projects done. Me, as a young person in politics, can't cost somebody for being new. But you can't cost experience when you have a proven track record. You have a man who knows how to get water into the communities of Southern St. James. You have a man who knows who to call to get the road them paved. But more importantly, you have a man that loves the people of Southern St. James. And if he not get where he wants, he call and cuss you because he need the service for his constituents. Labour rights, that's the message for you, Kerry. Now I work time. The JLP suffer from a chronic condition, and it's a reason we lose whole heap of election since independence. Whole heap of election we lose because of one sickness called win already. You go some PD and some polling station at 2 o'clock, and you see man stay so I dance because everything is good. We win already. And then them a ball in the box account. Anybody tell you that they win already, run them way. But don't run them way because we still need their vote. Run them down to the end of the road and say, me not hear from Miss Mary yet and me need her for my 1 in 20 card. So you're not bother with your win already nonsense. So after you find Miss Mary and we count Miss Mary vote on election day, then you tell me about win already. Labor rights. Politics are two things. Politics is two things. It's not a complicated game. It's a hard game, but it's not a complicated game. Politics is how you make people feel and how you turn that feeling into a vote on election day. Homer Davis has done the work to make people feel good in Southern St. James. We now need to do the work to turn that good feeling about our Prime Minister, that good feeling about their government, that good feeling about their MP into a vote on election day. In a banking, they have a thing called KYC. Every bank has to know your customer. That's why the man ask you 1,000 questions and 150 ID and all manner of nonsense and JP letter. Because a KYC. Well, here what I want to know to become now. I want to know more annoying than the bank. With KYV, know your voter. We need to know where they live. We need to know their phone number. We need to know what they vex about. So we can tell them sorry. All if I know me, you tell them sorry for you. We need to know what they want in the future so that when Homer stop at the gate, him know what to tell them. We need to know what time them a vote. We need to know where their cousin there will live at Westmoreland now, where their cousin there where they are St. Elizabeth, which taxi man a vote in a them seat and then bring them come for it. We need to know what time them a reach. We need to know the backup taxi driver. We need to know who are left which business place, what time to come vote. Know your voter. We not leaving this to chance. Christopherton said Jamaica moves. I want Southern St. James to move to people gate, to people doorstep, go find our voters. I want you to then move from finding the voters to moving them to the election date, to the polling station, because this constituency moves. This constituency is active and strong. This constituency has chosen Homer Davis. This constituency has said, we choose Jamaica, we're not going back to recklessness, wordlessness, lie, and thief. This constituency has said, we know in them propaganda and their lie and their wickedness. We are stick with Andrew Wellness. We are stick with the Jamaica Labour Party. We are going to Homer Davis' second term. We are moving on to Andrew Wellness' third term. Show Labour rights. We choose you. You choose Jamaica. Labour rights. Labour rights. Labour rights. What a charge from the minister. What a message this evening. Labour rights, are you ready for the third term? Labour rights, are you ready? Put your hands together again for the minister, Minister Matthew Samuda. Wonderful presentation. We are happy he took time out to be with us this evening, Labour rights. Third term is loading. Labour rights. It is said that all good things must come to an end. But it is the end of this meeting. But it is the beginning of the work for the Jamaica Labour Party and South St. James. It's the beginning of the work for the victory, Labour rights. So get ready, get out your shoes, talk to your neighbor, talk to your friend. Labour Party in South St. James is ready for Homer Davis, is ready for the Prime Minister. Show Labour rights. I just want to remind you two quick things, Labour rights. Remember to tune into Homer Davis live on Monday, 7 p.m. and also visit the various social media page for the Member of Parliament. At this time, Labour rights, I want to thank you all for coming out. Please stand as we do the party's anthem, Labour rights, and may God bless you while you go and continue to bless your family and this Jamaica land we love. We stand for the party's anthem, Labour rights. We begin after 3. 1, 2, 3. Equal rights and justice.
is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Bustamante, serve you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell. Show our labor rights, show our labor rights. And this Monday, the MP will be coming to you live from this park here in Cambridge Square. So the MP will be coming live from Cambridge at the park beside the police station. We look forward to seeing you. May God bless you and keep you and guide you. One love, show our labor rights. One love.